Hello, welcome back to Rada. My name is Beast, and today we're back. We do the Irosekai. I am again going to keep this one short. Also, we start another part with a new music screen, so I'll just go at it until we finally have fucking music. Mio's trial to work hard by playing, slight oxymoron on his side, began the very next day without delay. I watched her idly from the dining room table where I study.
で、ゲームをするって約束したけど、これから何をすればいいの？ちょっと待って。
Kyo sets up the console on the dining room TV with practiced motions. After finishing that, she then lines up a number of game cases in front of Mio, asking her to choose.
どれがいいって言われても困る。
Mio sweeps her troubled gaze over the cases, which all feature cute girls smiling wildly on the cover.
どれも血のつながった妹にしか烈情を催せないいけないタイプのお兄ちゃんが主人公のお話。何それ？妹？恋愛ゲームっていうのは基本的には登場人物と恋愛を楽しむゲームなのよね。そう。なのに相手が妹って。
Mio's eyes flicker in complete and utter bewilderment. Kyo.
何?
I think these might be a bit too hardcore for someone looking to get into video games. You should probably start her off with something that isn't chock full of objectionable content. You can think of plenty of beginner-friendly games, puzzle games, or fighting games, for example.
一般的ってどういうこと？ここにあるのどれもモザイクはないよ。
That's not what I meant by objectionable. Weren't you saying before that all dating sims should be about dating your little sister or something like that? In Kyo's mind, the ideal romance between a man and woman involves a brother and his little sister. I can't speak for how popular the sentiment is. Seems pretty out there, but it is what she believes. In that case, though, I don't think these games are far... in that case, though, I really think these games are far too niche and hardcore to be recommending to someone who has little to no experience with video games in general.
そんなことないの。妹ものばかりじゃない。幼馴染ものもちゃんとあるよ。え、そうなの？
For some reason, Mio perks up the minute she mentions that.
そうだよ。これなんかおすすめ。主人公の男の子がいろんなタイプの幼馴染ばかりに囲まれて楽しい学園生活と心ときめく素敵な恋愛を謳歌しようっていうそんなお話。幼馴染と恋愛を
Kyo, what? I have this teensy tiny niggling feeling in my stomach. Just to confirm one last time, I believe you said there are no dating sims in which you can't date your little sisters. Did I hear you right when you said that?
そんなのは嘘に決まってるの。
Seriously?
お兄ちゃんを妹にしか性的にときめけないような特殊な性癖に目覚めさせようと思っていたのが作戦。
Please never do something like that to me ever again.
でも今はお兄ちゃんよりも幼馴染を洗脳じゃなくてゲームの世界へようこそってした方が面白そうだから。今洗脳って言わなかった？
Kyo somehow manages to grin cheekily and maintain a usual deadpan expression at the same time. It's an odd skill, but frankly I'm impressed. So, I have to ask, what exactly was your end goal in trying to force me to develop this extremely deviant and specific fetish?
それは
She cocks her head to one
性
side.
的なこと？いいからお兄ちゃんはお勉強頑張っていればいいの。
Fine. She was the one who dragged me into the conversation, but whatever. I resume my studying.
とにかくやるの。こちらはゲームを頑張るの。
Kyo then takes out the disc of the childhood friend game she'd recommended and places it into the game console. Incidentally, I refuse to name the title of that game. It's just a little too embarrassing.
最初は名前を決めるの。名前を？そう。主人公の？ヒロインの。
The heck, is that a new feature I'm not aware of or something? And now I pause my studying to interject with a quip.
だってこれはヒロインが主人公を攻略するゲームだから。
What?
没個性的に冴えないくせに、なぜだか妙にモテモテな状態にごく近い将来成り上がる主人公が必死になってごますって、ヒロインのお尻を追いかけ回すようなゲームスタイル。たくさんの幼なじみがゲームスタート直後から一斉に我先にって僕年人な主人公を口説きに来るの。
hell?
ヒロイン全員の好感度は最初からクライマックス状態。主人公は誰の誘いに乗るかどうかを決めるだけなの。最近の奥手な装飾系男子にも安心な素敵妄想ライフとなっております。
この手のゲームってこういうものなんだ。
Nah, I wouldn't take what she says at face value. Not too many objections to count.
とにかくそういうわけだからヒロ
Also,
インの名前をつけるの。
this is another CG. That's like been censored, isn't it? Hold on. I can't find anything like that. Or along those lines. Yeah, there's nothing. At least nothing that I would look at and be like, you know what, yeah, this ought to be censored. The only thing is like, the only thing I see is like actual Shinku H scene. Probably shouldn't be looking at this anyway. This is cringe, man. Even after explanations, yeah. I still can't wrap my head around the idea of naming the heroine. Doesn't that defeat the point? I want to put a damper on things by saying that out loud though.
とにかく名前をつければいいのね。
そう、名前を考えるのが面倒なら規制のものがあるし、主人公も変えたければそれもできるよ。
そうなの。
Mio checks the manual and reads up on the bios of the various childhood friend heroines. This game really is rather oddly designed, I have to say. So, Mio continues to play her first ever dating sim with no issues, as far as I can tell. I gotta get back to studying. I'm interested to see what happens with the girls, but I have to get my priorities straight. Focus. Focus, Yuma. I have to pass those tests next week, so I can take Mio on a...
それじゃあ、主人公の名前は加上優馬で。
What? You're making it me? The concentration breaks almost immediately. I have to admit, that was surprisingly quick, even by my standards. Can't you just go with the default
い
name?
いの。せっかくだもの。自由意志が尊重されるのなら、それを利用しない手はないでしょ。
That still doesn't explain why you're using my
ユ
name.
ーマは勉強で遊んでる暇なんてないだろうから、こういうところだけでも参加させてあげようと思ったの。
Fair enough, I guess.
それじゃあヒロインはどうする？変える？
そうね。
ヒロインの名前を変えられるのは主人公と違って下の名前だけだけど、でも名前を既成のものから変えて設定してもちゃんと音声を自動編集して呼び合ってくれるんだよ。
Yeah, that is not a
主人公
thing.
も
That is
ヒロインも
not a thing in visual novels during that time, I bet.
すごいのね、最近のゲームって。コントローラーにマイクがつけられていないのは残念だけど。
Well, you don't need a microphone for this game, so that'd be no point.
そう？でもマイクで登場人物と この場合、ヒロインっていうの？そういう人たちとお話できたら面白そうじゃない？
She casually remarks as she flicks around the game's manual.
ヒロインも名前変えるわ。
The decision has been made. Gaze locks on a particular page of the
こ
manual.
のキャラにする。
She picks the class president with from the protagonist's class, whose family lives next door to his. She has flowing black hair, slightly almond-shaped eyes, and likes to help those around
私の
her.
名前つける。せか。
Kyo smirks in response.
何？
私、前々からこのキャラは、如月ミオにどこか似てると思って。
Again, like, I wanna know, because this is obviously CG. What the fuck is this CG for them to need to censor it? Like, hold on. Maybe this will actually fucking help me find it if I just look up a Kisaragi Mio gaming CG. Nah, instead for some reason I get fucking Shangri-La picture for Shangri-La Frontier review. Like, what could this CG possibly be for them to feel the need to censor it? Because I can't think of anything. Like, literally nothing. I also can't see anything here. Should probably stop looking this up if anything.
とにかく始めるから。
それに主人公をお兄ちゃんの名前にしてヒロインを自分の名前に設定するなんて、それはもう。
始めるの。
Just as Mio exits the settings menu and moves to start the game, another visitor arrives.
私はこのキャラがいいです。え？
Kana, who at some point had entered the room, points to the game manual.
ある日突然現れた秘密をたくさん背負い込んだ遠い昔に離れ離れとなった思い出の幼なじみで、なし崩し的に主人公の家で同居を始めた押しかけ女房。なんだか親近感を覚えてしまいます。
She's completely
そ
enamored.
れはメイド服ではなくて割烹着ですけれど。あなたもやるの？ダメですか？ダメじゃないけど。これは主人公をヒロインたちが攻略しようと頑張るゲームなんですよね。
そうだよ。
それならゲームの主人公がユーマさんが私と如月さんのどちらを選ぶか試してみませんか？私と如月さん、どちらのヒロインの頑張りがこの説明書によると空前絶後の僕年人であるらしい主人公に受け入れられて報われるのか、それを試してみませんか？そういうのなんだかちょっと面白そうです。
I mean, the way they described the game seems like you essentially pick the route of the character when you fucking start by, you know, picking that character and giving her the name. So whoever has the controller already won.
それなら私もその計画に参加させていただければと。
でもそういうのってできるの？ゲームなんだからプレイヤーの私が好きなようにゲームを進行させられるんじゃないの？
このゲームをそんな風に甘く見ない方がいいんだよ。
はあ？
This conversation sure is heading in some odd directions.
なあユーマ。
What's up?
私も参加したいんだけど、この場合どうしたらいい？
You too, Shinku?
なんだか面白そうだなと思うんだ私。
Fun for everyone but me, perhaps.
ああ、そうです。せっかくなので司さんと夏目さんにも声をかけてきませんか？
それはとてもいい考えだと思うの。
私は一人で遊びたいんだけど。
Mio mutters that softly to herself. Her lips are pursed and seems a bit miffed about the way things are developing.
それではお二人を呼んできますね。私は夏目さんと歩夢さんのところへ行きますので、敷島さんは司さんをお願いしてもいいでしょうか。
Why is Ayumu involved now?
了解。
The two of them then scurry off, leaving us alone in the dining room. Why is she glaring at me so viciously?
私は
Huh?
一人で楽しみたかったの。
I know, but, well, not much we can do now.
何一体何が始まるの？もしかして美味しいことでしょうか？ですね。
Kana proceeds to give a brief explanation of what's happening to our newcomers.
美少女ゲームを？はい、そうなんです。私はパスで見てる方がいいかな。はい。
Tsukasa's hand shoots into the air.
私やります。
Honestly, I doubt Tsukasa understood a single word of what Kana said just now. She just wants to join in since everyone else is doing it.
僕はどうしようかな。せっかくなんで一緒にやりましょうよ、歩夢さん。
He
わ
nods.
かった。ところで美少女ゲームとは一体どのような遊びなのでしょうか。
I knew she didn't take any of it in. She doesn't even know the first thing about what these games are.
これはね、幼馴染と幼馴染が幼馴染の枠を飛び越え、晴れて幼馴染から恋人以上になりましょう。幼馴染。
Tsukasa hangs her head, face bedraggled. She must have stuttered.
ともかくやるの。みんな、自分の名前をつけるキャラを選んで。
私と如月さんはもう決まっているので、あとはお二人が選べばゲームスタートですね。私は、そうですね。このお方で行くのです。
Character is the most pompous and sophisticated young lady in the school who hails from a family of self-made millionaires. Years ago, when her family was impoverished, she wandered to the park near midnight on Christmas Day, her stomach empty. Thereupon she met the protagonist, who shared his half-eaten croquette with her. That's why she's a childhood friend, too. But if an odd Joyce can't really decide she's like you or not, if she's like you like that or not. Also, can you really call her a childhood friend? They'd only had a single chance encounter as kids. Surely that doesn't count.
私はこれで、この妹キャラで。
Wait, what? I thought the selling point of this game was childhood friends.
そうだよ。妹は小さな頃からずっと一緒なんだから。幼馴染としては、それ以上の条件はないって思うの。
Kyo, I'm going to smack you silly. Oh, okay. I guess we're just throwing all the rules out the window now.
それじゃあ僕は
He falls into a pensive
僕は
silence.
この主人公とは小さい頃から一緒に遊んでいた気心の知れた悪友で。
Can't believe you can even change the name of minor characters like the protagonist's male friend. This game sure has strange attention to detail. Kyo's just over here like that is not a minor male friend. In any case, everyone has finished inputting their names. I can already believe that the entire situation is that out of everyone, Ayumu's character is gonna win, and it's actually gonna be girl. That is not a man. I still fucking doubt it.
始めます？操作は私がするの？よろしくお願いします。
One sec, can I make one quick request before you guys begin?
何？
According to the manual, there's still one character we haven't done anything with.
そうですね。夏目さんが参加されるならちょうど全員埋まるんですが。
You guys mind if I choose the name of that character?
別にいいけど。
What do you want to name her? Mio asks me as she returns to the name setting screen. Shinku.
Huh?
You said the last name wasn't changeable, right? So just put in Shinku for her first name, please. Oh. You thought you wanted to play too, didn't you? I figured I'd jump in, since there was still one left that no one took. You're not upset at me, are you?
いや、そんなことないけど。でも、なんだかちょっとこそばゆいな、これは。
She smiles bashfully. I hope that I at least made her teensy bit happy by doing this.
く
Mio fumbles around the letter screen until she completes the name.
これでいい？
Yep, thanks.
ところで、これって誰なの？
My mom's name.
ほら。
Ouch. She flicks my forehead.
なんだよそれは。
Well, anyways, that's all I wanted. Still looking a bit perplexed, Mio proceeds to press the start button. With the setup finally complete, the game begins. Text scrolls along the bottom of the screen. Prologue. The world, as I know it, is corrupted. It is filled with filth and grime. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Someone like fucking tagged me about a Pal World trailer. I'm gonna just open it up so I don't forget about it. There we go. I, Goin Kanoayuma, prefer normalcy. Normality, averageness. Mediocrity, ordinariness. I prefer them to the point that you could say I love them. Yet this world I live in is teeming and crawling with abnormalities so sick and repulsive that I can hardly bring myself to look at them. Take this situation for example.
もういつまで寝てるの？もう朝だよ。
My childhood friend from next door comes to wake me up every morning like clockwork.
ほら早く起きて起きて起きて。
She marches into my room at this ungodly hour of the morning without any hint of reservation, pulls my blanket off, crying good morning into my ear.
おはようおはよう。今日も素敵な朝だよ。
Look at her. She's so abnormal. What did I do to deserve this torture? I thought these absurdities only happened in the world of fiction. And for some reason I'm surrounded by childhood friends spouting at every turn. Childhood friend here, childhood friend there, childhood friend everywhere. Can't escape it no matter what. This world is rotten to the core.
どうして起きてくれないかな。
Childhood friend from next door puts her hands on her hips and pouts at me.
でもユーマの寝顔かわいい。違う。
Losing her patience, the real Mio shouts out. She seems unusually
この
agitated.
ゲームいろいろ言いたいことあるけど、こんなの私じゃない。
Well, yeah, it's a character in a visual novel that but you just decided to name her, right?
私だけど、私じゃないから。
Yeah, I know.
なんだかペロペロしたくなっちゃう寝顔だよ。
What the fuck?
違うんだったら。
We know, don't worry.
30秒以内に起きてくれないと今日のお弁当抜きなんだぞ。ちょっと何笑ってるの？だって如月さんがコビにだぞだなんて。
Just the mere thought of you saying something like that is funny. Kana continues laughing.
人事だと思って。
こんなところでつまずいてたら先に進めないの。それに 自分で名前を設定したんだから、これくらいは我慢してほしいところなの。
Mio resumes advancing a text, gritting her teeth in frustration all the while.
もうしょうがないな。ユーマ、今すぐ起きてくれないとほっぺにチュッてしちゃうかも。
Mio's face turns bright scarlet. Frankly, looks as though she's about to faint. The game then switches back to the protagonist's point of view. If I don't get up, she says she'll kiss me on the cheek. God, I'm really in a fictional world. That hurts so much. It's disgusting. It's downright sickening. I'm about to puke my guts out. A choice then displays on the screen. 1. Let her kiss you. 2. Get up.
2番で
No kiss then?
するわけないでしょ、そんなこと。
No, you're not selecting whether or not you would kiss me. Okay, hold up. This is getting kind of confusing.
そうか、キスはまだまだお預けか。
Mio smashes the button repeatedly on choice 2.
さっさと目覚ましなさいよ、このダメ男。
Why do I feel like the one being verbally assaulted here? The second option has thus been chosen. The protagonist wakes up, rubbing his eyes and speaks. Begone, you filthy whore. Controller falls from Mio's hands. Get your ugly face out of my sight. Wow, this protagonist is pretty mean.
主人公のヒロインたちに対する好感度はマイナスから始まるの。
Does that basically make this game just as difficult as any typical dating sim?
この男、空前絶後の牧年人だから。
I feel like this entire game's concept is all messed up.
牧年人と書いてツンデレと読むから。
Somehow I highly doubt that. Actually, didn't Kyo say that the game was a relaxing fantasy for boys who couldn't talk to a girl in real life? Getting changed right now, so get the hell out of my room within 2 seconds or I'm calling the cops and getting you arrested for illegal trespassing. Do not come anywhere near me ever again.
そんなこと言わずに一緒に学校行こうよ。
Go back to the shitty anime world from whence you came. This game version of me is far too foul-mouthed. Kyo said that he initially doesn't like any of the girls, but this goes way beyond that. He has a vehement hatred of them, it seems.
私一人で学校に行かせて、それで他の誰かに告白されたりしてもいいの？
Good, hope he rapes you too while he's at it. What the fuck?
そんな冷たいところがまた素敵。
Also, the girls in this game appear to have a few screws loose as well. So much so that I almost sympathize with the protagonist. Perhaps the world in this game really is abnormal, as he says. The real world Mio is trembling. Mio?
せっかく私が頑張って起こしたのに。
Huh?
どうしてあんなひどいこと言うの？
Don't look at me! Back to the game, the protagonist gets changed and eats his breakfast.
お兄ちゃん、おはよう。今日もいいお天気だね、お兄ちゃん。お兄ちゃん、今日は何時くらいに帰ってくるの？お兄ちゃん、お兄ちゃん。帰ってきたら大事なお話があるの。週末の予定のことなんだけどね。私とデートしてほしいかなって思うんだよ、お兄ちゃん。
This conversation seems to be going nowhere. It can even be called a conversation in the first place, given how the protagonist keeps giving her his cold shoulder.
この主人公はね、こんなにも可愛い妹をわざと見えないふりするの。それも徹底的に。
Why would he do something so mean?
実前で兄のことを無条件に好きだなんていうのはリアルには到底あり得ることではないからって。
Who hurt this protagonist? Like, why is he so paranoid? Feels like he's wholly incapable of trusting anyone other than himself.
この妹が主人公を口説くのが一番難易度が高いんだよ。
Kyo sighs as she reflects, I assume, on her own prior
お
struggles.
兄ちゃん、 週末は服とか買いたいし、見たい映画もあるし、普段外出できない私だから、とっても楽しみにしてるね。お兄ちゃん。
Little sister, undaunted, continues to speak to her brother joyfully. Such a sad sight. Leaving his somewhat bizarre little sister at home, she suffers from an illness supposedly and can't go to school because of this. The protagonist begrudgingly heads to school alongside his childhood friend, who lives next door. As they walk, they eventually run into someone. Where's the toast? The girl who has donned Connor's name falls from an electricity pole in the process of attempting to save a kitten who had climbed up there and couldn't get down. Wow, this guy seriously just moved to the side without even saying a word. Sickening. He then carries on to school like usual. Huh? Kana, you're hurting me! For some reason, she's grabbed hold of my collar and is now shaking me back and forth with reckless abandon. Back to the game, the protagonist finally arrives at school. He walks to his classroom and slides open the door. His best friend, Ayumu, who sits in front of him in class, immediately greets him. Ayumu stiffens, terrified of what sort of abusive language he might be subject to next. Hey there, Ayumu. Protagonist smiles. The protagonist looks at his male friend and greets him casually, cordially, and calmly. No insults, no anger.
この友人キャラは主人公にとって唯一普通で心休まる相手なんだって。
Okay. The bell rings. Before class starts, a transfer student is introduced. The somewhat loony girl makes a peace sign and winks as she flies into the classroom. Go commit die. Boom! Kana, what are you doing? Suddenly hear a strange noise from Kamana, who's been sitting next to me watching the screen. I look over to find that she slammed her head into the table. Are you okay? That was a really loud bang. She looks up at me and smiles. Even Kana is like, holy shit, she's cringe.
もしかしてゲーム内のユーマさんのセリフがこちら側のユーマさんの本音とシンクロしているんじゃないのかって、そんな風に思えてきたなんてことはまるでないですよ。
Mio, on the other hand, is seething as she continues to press the button to advance the game along. It's a little frightening. I raise my hand. This game is kind of crazy, so I suggest we stop now before we all lose our sanity.
いやよ。
Huh?
ここまで来てやめられない。そうですね。その通りです。こんな好き放題に言われっぱなしでは悔しいですもん。絶対このユーマを攻略してみせるんだから。
Kind of feel like we've lost sight of the original aim behind all this. Bell rings. Lunchtime in the game.
ユーマ、今日もお弁当作ってきてよ。一緒に食べよう。
What did you make it with? What he said was so awful that I had to censor it.
もう二度とユーマにはお弁当作らないかも。
Why not?
それではユーマさん、昼食私とご一緒いたしませんか？
I'd much rather jump out of the window next to me. Come on, please don't cry.
ユーマ、僕も一緒に昼食を食べていいかな？
Sure, you're more than welcome.
何よこの変わりよ。殺意を覚えるんだけど。
Don't scare Ayumu.
ごめん。一ノ瀬くんが謝ることじゃないけど。
Let's go somewhere and eat our lunches together. Picked something up from the store earlier. you mind if we go to the rooftop? Don't like this classroom.
でもあの二人は
Who? Why look at those disgusting pieces of trash? Gosh, you're so silly. The two girls are thus left in the dust. All they can do is stand there and mope. Stop glaring at me, please!
なんだか私がかわいそうになってきました。
Please don't cry over this. It's just a game. The bell chimes. The school day is now over in the game.
ねえねえユーマ、来週末空いてる？いえユーマさん、その日はぜひ私と映画を見に行きましょう。転校してきてすぐな私なので、ついでにこの街の案内をしてもらえれば、私はきっとそれだけの優しさでどんなに嫌なことでも許してしまえるくらいにはあなたにメロメロになっちゃうかもです。そういえば今朝妹にもデートに行こうって誘われてたような気がするけど。
Question. I know it's a very belated question, but how on earth is a person like our protagonist so popular with girls? I hesitate to speak too badly of him, given that he's got my name, but I'm sort of coming to believe that maybe he is right and this world is as abnormal as he says. Still, the truth remains that the truth remains that he has been asked out on a date by 3 separate girls in the span of a single day. Is this plot armor that comes with is it his plot armor that comes with being a video game protagonist? Maybe so, but even then, it seems a bit far-fetched. Back to the game, another choice appears. Hang out with Mio, see a movie with Kana, go out with your little sister and apologize for ignoring her.
ここはやっぱり私を選ぶわよね、ユーマ。
I'm gonna refrain from answering that question.
ここはあえて3を選択して妹と一気に距離を縮めるというのもあり？
I'm not answering anything, so stop looking at me. You guys are the ones playing, not me, so I shouldn't get a say in what choice gets picked, right?
そうね。それじゃあ1で。ちょっとおかしいですよ。ちゃんと平等に選んでくださいよ。あなたはさっきこっぴどく振られたじゃない。死ねばいいのにって。それ、如月さんだって振られてましたよ。私はまだ登場さえしていませんけど。とにかくプレイ権は私にあるんだから私が選ぶの。
With that, Mew selects the first option. Huh. I think I'll play video games with Ayuma next weekend. 今の選択肢のどこにあゆむさんの文字があったんですか？ That'll be a lot of fun.
しかもなんだかすごく嬉しそうです。
So, Kyo, the protagonist just completely ignored the choice that was made. If he's just gonna do that, why are they even choices in the first place?
主人公はツンデレだから。
I'm not sure that attitude is supposed to extend to the player too.
みんな初々しいよね。こういうのは最初が一番楽しいんだよね。
Suzu laughs heartily in response to our visible confusion. I don't think you can really call us naive for being baffled by all this unpredictable stuff that happens in this game.
なあ、私はいつ登場するんだ？
Shiku asks as she peers at the television screen.
お母さんも私と同じで登場がまだだけど、なんだか待ちかねちゃうぞ。
Let me check. Flip open the manual and locate the character we chose for Shinku. 50 years ago, she graduated as part of this school's first graduating class. Now she's a spirit bound to the student council room who calls herself the student council president. Although she hasn't realized it yet, she died a long time ago. What a weird backstory. I guess it does resemble Shinku a little bit.
その子はね、
Hmm?
ヒロイン全員のエンディングを見ないことには登場もルート開放もされないの。
So that means we're gonna have to wait ages and ages until Shinku makes her appearance.
そうだね。なるほど。エンカウント自体が希少なのか、私は。ミオはそこまで続けてくれるのかな？
Well, see for yourself.
この主人公もいでやりたい。いろいろと。
Chances are looking pretty slim, I'd say. Shinku and I exchange an awkward smile.
それで 私はどういったタイミングで登場するのでしょうか。
司のキャラはまだなの。
まだ？
うん。追加パッチをネットで購入しないとダメなの。ヒロインが随時増えていくっていうのもこのゲームの売りだから。
The nouveau riche girl is paid DLC.
説明書に司のキャラの自己紹介が書いてあったのは次回追加登場予定のキャラだからカミングスーンなの。
どういうことでしょう。
司は出てこないの。今私が持ってるデータ状況では。そういうことは
早く言ってほしいのです。
Why is the character in the pamphlet already then? The game continued. We'd now made it through 4 weeks, around 1 month of in-game time. Apparently those 4 weeks are what's known as the common route. After that, the game branches off into the route of whichever girl you've garnered the most affection with. Guess I'll just play Monster Hunter in my room all day long. The protagonist is secluding himself from the outside world. This is the final day of the common route. The choice made here will impact the direction the game goes in next.
ダメ。今日は外出。外へ出るの。
Mio commands the protagonist to go outside by selecting the option from the menu. In the game world, today is a weekend. Whenever there's no school, the player is able to choose what the protagonist does with his free time. Study, go outside, make a phone call, play inside. Those are the 4 options available to our protagonist.
ちょっと、どういうことなのよ、この主人公。
Mio picked the option to go outside so that our protagonist could spend time with the heroines. I'm gonna become a god in the world of Monster Hunter. Unfortunately, our protagonist is budging an inch. His little sister's knocking frantically on his door, calling out to him repeatedly and asking him to open it. His childhood friend from next door is throwing stones at his bedroom window at a rate of around 2 or 3 a minute. I'll hunt down every last bit of filth in this fictional world with my trusty sword. In the end, our protagonist stays put in his room without interacting with anyone. He acts in complete defiance to the player's choice for him to go outside. Why does this guy stay so willfully ignorant of his surroundings? Actually, the better question is, why does he have such a deep hatred of fictional tropes? Maybe he suffered some sort of dramatic trauma at some point in his life. I feel kind of sorry for him, to be honest. One textbook after another. Finally, the common route has come to an end, without our protagonist having made any progress with any of the girls. In the end, no one was able to mend his twisted heart. I'm guessing we're headed onto a bad ending. Nah, I am out, baby! I can't help but foresee a depressing conclusion awaiting us. Back to the game. The girls must have grown tired of waiting for our pathetic protagonist to act. All the heroines who have appeared thus far swarm his room. Wow, they're really taking matters into their own hands. Then all 3 of the girls confess their love to the protagonist. Mio holds out her hand, asking him to go with her and never leave her. Kana goes for an uncharacteristically simple I love you. Meanwhile, Kyo flutters her eyelashes at him, proclaiming him to be her one and only Oni-chan. The trio begins to draw closer and closer to him. At that point, a choice appears. Take the hand of your childhood friend who lives next door, Mio. Accept the confession of the loony girl, Kana, who suddenly appeared out of nowhere one day. 3. Make up for the horrible way you continuously treated your little sister by showering her with love.
ここは慎重に選ばないとね。そうですね。その通りですよ、如月さん。1で。即答じゃないですか。今は私がプレイしてるんだから、私の自由にさせてよ。でも少しは選ぶの考えてくださいよ。それじゃユマさんが誰を選ぶかなんて実験になっていませんよ。
That boat sailed long ago the moment you chose that protagonist to reflect him.
それならどうしたらいいのよ。2を選択すればいいと思います。さっきの選択肢でも如月さん寄りの選択をしたんですから、これで平等というものです。こんな重要な場面での選択に平等も何もないと思うけど。
それなら中を取ってここは選択肢3を選ぶということで。
中を取っても意味なんてないって思うけど。
Here, I have an idea.
何?
Why don't you settle with rock, paper, scissors? Guess that's a bit too random, yeah.
それがユーマさんの選択ですか？
What? I mean, I don't know if I'd really call it my choice or anything.
わかった。じゃんけんしましょう。
そうですね。
恨みっこなしで。
The three of them nod. They each individually go through their favorite rituals to increase their winning odds. It's what everyone does here. For example, one ritual would be bringing your fists together and peering through the gap. Tsukasa, being on it, just participated, looks a bit left out. He's frowning and staring at them with their finger in her mouth. Hey, Tsukasa, wanna have some ice cream with me?
アイスですか？
Yeah, I bought a sponge to eat when I was done with my studying.
それはとっても美味しそうです。
But, she says, fidgeting.
それはお兄さんの勉強後でのお楽しみなんですよね。
Yeah, but I think I bought a few too many, so whatever I don't eat would have to be thrown away, probably. I don't want to throw anything away, so it'd be great if you could help me eat them.
本当にいいのでしょうか？
Yeah, of course.
ありがとうございます、お兄さん。
I'm overcome with relief as Tsukasa finally breaks into a
これ
smile.
はコンビニで他のアイスとは別価格に隔離されているちょっとお高いアイスなのです。
Tsukasa savors the ice cream as she kicks her legs joyfully under the table. It's a somewhat endearing sight, so I simply sit and watch her for a bit. Huh? From the sound of it, the rock, paper, scissors game has concluded. The winner is...
やっぱりこれが正解よね。この場合。
Mio. She looks more than pleased. That's the most genuine smile I've seen from her all day. Very carefully, Mio moves to selection 1 and presses the
これ
button.
で私のキャラのお話になるのよね。
Nah. The doorbell then rings.
何？
It's motherfucking Ayumu with a steel chair! Leaving the three girls in the room, the protagonist goes to open the
おは
door.
よう。ちょっと暇ができたから寄ってみたんだけど、迷惑だったかな。
Of course not. Wanna go hang out somewhere? I was just getting bored myself. Do then nonchalantly leave the house. As usual, he completely ignores the girls.
ちょっとこの男、どこへ行く気なの？まだ私のお返事を聞いてないのに。というか、さっきはあんなに外出を拒否していたのに、これってどういうことなの？
Man, the weather's so nice today. Not a cloud in sight.
そうだね。眩しいくらいの青空だ。
A perfect day like this is best spent hanging out with you, Ayumu. Ayumu and I walk along together, gazing up at the azure sky. Anything in particular you want to
ユ
do?
ーマが一緒なら、僕はどこでも。
Alright, since we've got the whole day to ourselves, why don't we take a little trip? We'll have so much fun that we'll forget all about the fictional tropish filth polluting this world. Thus we set forth on this new journey in our lives. Today, tomorrow, and the day after, forever and ever. Continue to foster and strengthen the bonds of our friendship, molding it into something durable and lasting. Credits. What? What the hell did I just witness? Then a possible explanation pops in my head. Did our protagonist just completely ignore the will of the player and choose male companionship over any of the girls? Does someone need to remind this guy that he's the protagonist of a game designed around dating girls?
ねえ、ユーマ、これってどういうことなの？どうなってるの
？3人とも振られちゃったってこと？
あんなにいっぱい頑張ったのに？この男。
If looks could kill, the stone cold glare in her eyes right now would have the power to fell even gods. I'm downright terrified.
選択肢を私寄りに選んだのに、それなのにどうしてこんなに言うことを聞いてくれないの？
Mio attempts to press the start button, but the credits won't stop.
これは引き分けですよね。
引き分け？
はい、主 主人公がヒロインではない歩さんとの友情を選んだんですから、白昼吉行、五分と五分です。ヒロインの私も如月さんも選ばなかったということは、そういうことですよね。そうかも。もう一回最初からですか？
またこれを一からやらなくちゃいけないなんて。
All of a sudden.
何か始まったけど。
The credits end. The game continues. This must be the epilogue.
ユーマ、今日は楽しかった。海に行ったり映画に行ったり買い物に行ったり、久しぶりに子供に戻ったみたいに遊べて面白かったよ。
Nah, wanna be friends forever, even after graduation.
友達。
I'm?
実を言うと僕はユーマに秘密にしていることがあるんだ。今日は思い切ってその秘密を打ち明けようと思うんだけど。
What's going on? There's suddenly a very thick tension in the air. I don't like where this is headed.
できれば驚かないで聞いてほしいんだけど。
Sure.
実は僕、いや私、男じゃなくて女の子なんだ。
There we go. We finally have an actual CG instead of the fucking like censored trash. Hold on. How long have I been recording? What the fuck is any of this? Mio and Kana both freeze. Mio drops the controller. Kana's face is stuck in the form of a smile. What in the...
隠しヒロインの一人なんだよ、このキャラは。
Huh? A secret heroine?
れっきとした攻略対象キャラで、これはあゆむちゃん専用ルートの一部。とあるのっぴきならない事情によって女の子を隠し続けていなくてはいけなかった訳ありな子なの。
What?
こんな私でも、こんなユーマにずっとずっと嘘をついてきた悪い子な私でも、友達でいてくれるかな。
Wanna be friends? Are you kidding? That's repulsive.
大丈夫。ほら、この男はこういうことが大嫌いのはずだから。きっと私たちにしたようにこっぴどくこのキャラを拒否して。
I want you to marry me. Mio lifts her arm, about to slam the control on the floor, but quickly uses her better judgment. He's trembling all over.
リセット。もう一回やる。
そうですね。今度こそユマさんを健全な道へと導きましょう。
Why are you just like, this isn't wholesome? You guys have totally forgotten your original objective here.
歩さんと合体したいと言うんですか、ユマさんは。
What the heck are you trying to kill me of? Ayumu.
僕は男の子だから。
Yeah, I know you are. I don't know you are. I don't believe you are. Still calling bullshit. This just enhances my personal belief that Ayumu is not a man. 1 hour has passed since our second playthrough began. The entire dining room is like a scene out of a horror movie. Mio's eyes are laser focused on the screen as she mutters grumpily under her breath and continues to press the button to advance the story. Kana, on the other hand, is slamming her head against the dining table repeatedly. He's completely lost it.
お兄さん、アイス美味しかったです。
At least someone's
ありが
happy.
とうございます。
At least someone's happy. At least Kaza seems happy. Can't be sad of anyone else. With that, Mio's first experience of dating Sims came to an end. It probably wasn't the best day to study.
食堂で勉強するからじゃないか。
Well, you're not wrong. Still though, can't stop thinking about what happened today. Sometime later. Oh, it's been a few days. Okay, never mind. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I like went on when it says a few sometime later because I thought it's still the same day. I was gonna end the part with the end of the day. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. See you next time. Bye bye.